Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome and thank you so very much for joining me. I'm always happy to see comments and thumbs up, and it just lets me know that it's worth it to make the videos. Today I'm sharing with you a process video on my very first pocket letter ever. Pocket letters are not new. I don't even think they're trendy actually. And this is my first one that I've ever made. I saw other people trying them and I wanted to test it out. So this is sped up a little bit, but I don't think you lose any of the details. It just keeps you from getting bored. In a prior video, I cut the paper and asked if you wanted to see a process video, and then I'm making it. So I have the basic baseball card sleeve, and my papers are 3.5 by 2.5. And then I'm just trying to decide how to decorate them. I've never done this before, and I think of them like little tiny cards or ATCs, artist trading cards, or artist trading coins, depending on which ones you're doing. And it's kind of fun. I didn't look at this as a theme where they all had to be exactly the same. In fact, what I was doing was going through my stash and trying to find different things. So this netting that I'm playing with, I got, I think at an art swap last summer or something, and it doesn't fray, it doesn't tear, so I'm trying to fray it and make it look a little rougher, but it has texture on it, like they've flicked white and red onto it, and I got some in blue, which of course I love, and this red, and so I wanted to try it. It's kind of like using tulle, but more sturdy and a little bit more texture and interest. And then the poinsettias, my friend Noni has that die. Well, actually it's misplaced, which is ironic because she's the tidy one, but maybe by now she found it. But that's her die, and she cut me a bunch of those poinsettias. And then I'm adding Wink of Stella to it. I commented on somebody's video and they said Wink of Stella isn't their favorite glitter pen. So I'm going to check back with her and see which one she likes. If you have one, see, it just made a puddle. If you have one that you like better, be sure and let me know. I have added water to this one once, and then I already have purchased my new one. So I won't be switching this time, but maybe for the future, if there's a much better one out there, let me know. And I'm just gluing the layers together with art glitter glue. If space wasn't a problem, I would probably use glue dots to make that thing big and puffy, like if I was putting it on a card that I wasn't going to mail or the front of a journal. But that's one thing that I consider is I'll layer up glue dots between 3 different layers if I want more texture, kind of like foam mount, but not so much. But I'll use art glitter glue if I need the space. Now I'm just going through all my stuff. My craft room looks like Christmas threw up in it, you guys. When we packed up to go to the beach, I took all things red, green, and gold, and then I haven't put them away. I've just put them on the counter. And I took some pictures of my craft room today thinking it would be the before and then I would clean it. I haven't done it. Creative Gigi told me that she just used scissors to cut the backs off her brads. It works great. You probably shouldn't use your good scissors, but use smaller scissors. I didn't get it quite close enough, so don't use the biggest scissors in your craft room. Then what I do is I smash those things down and I put 2 glue dots on there to layer it up and fill in that gap so that it will stick. If you're the winner when this is all said and done and everything falls off when it gets to you, like, I want you to make me a video or tell me, okay? Because I'm experimenting here. So I put green in the center of that. I really like it. I like how it looks. It's a little too tall. I should have used one that wasn't a brad, that was just basic bling, just because that embellishment is thick. And since this is my first pocket letter, I'm learning. I had trouble loading the backs of the pockets because I made some of my embellishments too thick. Here I'm putting Wink of Stella on the edge of the petals. I did all 3 layers differently just for interest. I don't know. Maybe I should have just blinged the whole thing out and put a bunch of stickles on it too, but I didn't. The stickles is laying on the counter. I didn't use it at all today. Haven't used it. It's a little big, but it'll work. It'll work. It'll fit. It's fine. And I like contrast. So I like the poinsettia on the green and having that bold color. I'm using my Hermafix. You can't buy it anymore unless you get lucky. It's called Hermadotto. My thought was some of these items, I glued them down gently so that you could take them off. If you're the winner of this, you should be able to peel that flower off fairly easily when you get it. If not, just take scissors and cut the green off of it if you want to use it. I looked at this pocket letter, especially since it's my first one ever, as something that I would mail to someone and they would take apart and use the front and the back if they wanted, right? Maybe you don't have a lot of die cuts, or maybe you don't have a lot of Christmas embellishments, or maybe you just moved and downsized and got rid of too much stuff. It would be fun to just rip this apart and use it. And then you can refill the jacket and send it to somebody else. I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to keep the front forever and admire it, but I think you're going to be a little disappointed. We'll see. This next flower is, remember a while back I was making all those flowers where I was die cutting with the different collections? It's the same idea. I just used my flower dyes, all sorts of random flower dyes. Some of them are sprayed with Color Shine, Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, so you can't tell very well from a distance, but they have interest on them. So they have the Cartabella patterns. That's what collection that's probably from mostly. And then there's some gold shine, and then the bling in the middle. So it's another embellishment, but completely different than the other one. And there will be more close-up shots later too. I'm fiddling. I fiddle with things. We are not going to get done with this pocket letter in this video, so be sure to let me know if you want to see the rest of it. I crafted with my friend Noni today and made 2 hours of footage finishing this pocket letter. There's a good chance I was standing around talking to her during a good portion of it and not actually filming. That happens sometimes. These die cuts, my friend Noni cut out when we were at the beach and gave them to me, and I just threw them in. Like I said, Christmas threw up in here. It is gold and glittery and sparkly. Some of them are a little bent because they traveled back from the beach. The pocket letter was a bit of a challenge for me because I think sometimes when people watch my card videos, they think, oh, card making is so easy for her, or she makes it look easy. If you work on the same shape in the same size all the time, it gets easier and easier. So I'm sure when I do my next pocket letter, I'm going to have a better idea of what fits in a pocket and what goes in a 2.5 by 3.5 space. But I think that's one of the cool things about trying different projects, right? Is you mix it up and you get creative. Here, part of it is this is hard to do, and part of it is I'm out of the camera, so it's a nightmare. I'm using the gold thread that I got at Walmart, and I tied it in that hole. And in fact, I doubled it and in the end quadrupled it just because I wanted the string to have some weight. I wanted people to notice it, not just an ornament stuck to the thing. Then I'm putting some art glitter glue on the back of it, and I did make Christmas cards out of the Cartabella collection doing this. So this isn't a new idea for me. It was just hard to figure out which size of the ornaments I was going to use and how to fit. I would have liked to fit 3 on there just because 2 is a weird number, but this is how I did it. It worked out okay. And then actually in the next video, I came back and made some changes to this one. It just wasn't my favorite. It needed a little work. So if you do want to see more, then you'll see that. And if you don't, then you don't have to watch it. And did you guys notice that I put the glue on the ornament before I tied the string through it? Yeah. Fortunately, I caught myself before I glued it down. But now I am tying a knot to a piece of paper that has glue all over it. I leave that kind of stuff in there for you, just for fun. I did speed it up just a little bit because it was painful to watch when I was editing. If I die of boredom editing, seriously, I had to go take a nap when I was editing this video in regular speed. I couldn't take it. So I'm fiddling a whole bunch. My advice to you, if you want to do this thread wrap over the back thing, is A, remember that you're doing a pocket letter and it's going to show. So thus the washi tape saved me and that worked out okay. And B, don't trim the strings until you get the tape on them because that made it hard to grab them. it got messy. And then I haven't used this washi a lot, and I was worried that it wouldn't stay, because if it pops up, then those threads are going to come out. So I put some glue there to hold it down. So that is not going to be a removable item. And you can see I probably have 7 million things out here. We can't possibly use them all on this pocket letter. But I might try. So the dirty looking flower in the upper left hand corner square has gold on it. It has the Color Shine Heidi Swap. It looks much better in person, and it is the same as those white flowers in the center. It's just that I sprayed it. If you have any of those mixed media sprays, bust them out. Spray things. Just throw them in a box, spray them, and let them dry. Okay, so you can kind of see the bottom section's done. Now I'm trying to figure out the other sections. That, it doesn't show very well. Well, a little bit. That, is it rickrack? That has like iridescent glitter in it. It's very, very cool. I like it. I found it in my friend Katie's craft room one day, and she said I could have it. She knows I took it. Don't worry. Okay, then I'm just looking around and adding more and more ideas, but I'm not actually sticking any down because I'm thinking about what am I going to do for the next ones. At this point, I'm also procrastinating to go to the gym, because I believe that part of crafting and relaxing is that I have to stay healthy so I can goof off. So I knew it was time to go to the gym. At a certain point in the morning, I know if I don't do it, I won't do it. So I was digging out fun stuff, but I was also thinking, okay, I'll get it all ready for fun when I come back from the gym. And that's how we're going to wrap up this video, is we're going to have all this wonderful goodness laid out, and we're going to call it done and go to the gym. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great week. Bye-bye.